Hello and welcome to the next episode of my life. Today is Wednesday, October 5th. Um, it is month 4, day 6, I do believe, and I think we're approaching video number 50. I don't think this is quite it. But today was today is technically Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday, October 4th. So you always get caught off when I wait too long to do the video. Anyway, so yesterday, technically today still, Tuesday, October 4th / Wednesday, October 5th, just because it's a little after midnight. Anyway, we had physics today. It wasn't too bad. Let's see, lecture, started off with the test. Walked in the lecture, no problem. Sat in my normal seat, all was well. And then I saw the test packet. Oh, it looked pretty scary. She passed out the, whoa, what's that? I think, Mina's making some food or something. But anyway, so yeah, she passed out the answer sheet and the equation sheet. And when I woke up this morning, I looked over the test again and actually went through and studied it a little bit. And I'm glad I did. So she passed out the test, and the test was exactly like the practice test. What do you know? It's just like they told us. So it was only 25 questions. It only took me, let's see, we started at 5:15, and we had to be back. So I got done in like 20 minutes. I finished in about 20 minutes because it really wasn't that hard at all. And the test, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm excited to get my grade back, my first physics test ever. So, you know, I'm feeling pretty confident about it and everything. So yeah, I finished the test pretty quick. It was real easy. Went to the library, and I kind of gave myself a head start with the music theory final project, which is picking a song, charting it out, doing all that stuff. And I finished charting Cotopaxi today. And God, there was one part of the song that was kicking my butt. And basically, I figured it out. I spent like maybe a half hour trying to figure out this one section in the song, the time signature. And I deduced it down to 5/4. The measures alternate between 5/4 and 13/8. And it was so weird. Oh, that section is so weird. But I figured it out. I'm 98% sure that's what the time signatures are for that part. The rest of the song was pretty easy. Basically 11/8, 4/4, and 5/4, with the one weird section of the 5/4 and the 13/8. But I figured it out, no problem. So I finished charting it. I think I named all the verses and choruses and bridges and breaks and all that correctly. And then I went and put a timestamp where each one begins. So I finished charting Cotopaxi today. And I'm a bit worried because I don't know if that final project is supposed to be a group project or not. And if it is, well then the group is going to be doing Cotopaxi because I've already pretty much finished it. It's a short song anyway, so if you haven't heard Cotopaxi by the Mars Volta, it's on their album called Octahedron. Go check it out. I'll put a link down below. Mina, don't let me forget to put a link because I will. Yeah, Cotopaxi on Octahedron by the Mars Volta. Great song. I enjoyed it, obviously. So that was my hour and a half in the library, basically. That's all I did. It really did take that long. And then I headed back over to lecture, and we had a short lecture on gravity. It was the slide, we maybe had 25, 30 slides to go through, which is really short, given sometimes the longest lecture I've ever had close to 80 or 90 slides. So, and that was back in CMA. So physics today was really easy, the lecture at least. Gravity was no problem. So we get through lecture real short. I think we left about 7:50-ish. And while all this was going on, the Full Sail, at the live venue, they were having Full Sail's Got Talent. So it was like our own school's talent show. And it was kind of bummed out, didn't get to make it to the whole thing, but at least I made it to last like 3 or 4 acts. And they were pretty good, you know. They're jamming and whatnot, and for just being students, you know, it was pretty good. And you know, we had, instead of 3 judges, we had 5, you know, and one of them even had a British accent. Oh, every show's got to have the one British person. that's mean. And of course, the person with the Brit accent was kind of stern and, you know, straightforward. So that was a good laugh. But I did get to see the final few acts, and it was really cool. And I think it's something that I might be interested in doing next year. I don't know what I'll do, but we'll see. And I know Mina's interested in doing it, of course. So the Full Sail's Got Talent was pretty cool. Don't know who won, didn't care because I didn't get to see all of them. So I left early, and I went and sat in the lobby in building 3B for a little while. That room is so peaceful because the walls are like, they have water trickling down the walls, and it's just like, I don't know, it's one of the most serene places ever. I mean, you go in there, it's quiet like a library, but it's chillaxed. I don't know, it's just a cool place to hang out. And so, yeah, I hung out there for a bit, and let's see, I was there for maybe 20 minutes, and then I had to head over to lab, which is in the same classroom as lecture. So I headed back over to the classroom, which was FS3F114, I do believe. So it's kind of across the parking lot. And lab we started up at 9:15. For some reason, I always think it's on the hour, but it's quarter past. And the activity we had to do was about gravity, and it was on gravity. Obviously, this is what we did in lecture. And we always use this thing from Colorado State University or something like that. And there's these simulation models. And this time we were firing things out of a cannon. So that was fun. And we had to do the packet and everything. Tonight's packet and lab had a bit more work, but it was really easy work, so it equaled out. So physics today was alright. I'm going to study up on the gravity stuff. I'm going to download the slides and everything and look over that. Before the next test, obviously. Tomorrow I have music theory, no homework because yesterday was a review lab, but I do start out with the music theory lab tomorrow, which will be covering what we did yesterday. So I'm going to look over the notes and everything, make sure I know like what the 12-bar blues is and everything, and how that's structured, and everything we did yesterday, make sure I study it, because we're starting to get into the stuff that I don't know or don't remember that well. So I'm actually having to study now. It's music theory tomorrow, and then when I got home earlier tonight, what'd I do? I had some dinner, kind of, and then I listened to the entire Guns N' Roses album, Appetite for Destruction. I just sat down and listened to it. I don't know what came over me, but one of my goals, I might have mentioned it a couple days ago or even weeks, but I want to listen to one new album a day, because I've got almost 4,000 songs in iTunes, which compared to some people is like a joke. But I'm gonna try to listen to at least one new album a day until I run out, and then I gotta start buying more. So that should be good.
I got 22,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot. She's a hoarder. She needs to get on that show. Except they're gonna clean out her iTunes playlist. And I've been some of my friends on Facebook have been asking me who are interested in starting the school, like, the relevance and everything of like behavioral science and college math and all that. So I will say this: if you're here for recording arts or film or whatever program that you're interested in, you will not take a course that is not relevant in one way or another. So even though I'm taking behavioral science and it's like a basic psychology class, and you're like, well, what does that have to do with, you know, recording arts? Well, it's not. See, people, you really have to understand how open-ended the degree programs here are, because you can get your recording arts Bachelor of Science, but then there is just a host of different jobs that you can go into with that degree. And I mean, like, the question was specific for behavioral science. And that class is just good to know how to interact with people and how to handle yourself under stress. I mean, that's just the basics of it, you know. But I mean, there is no class that they have you take that is not relevant. And there's some that might seem irrelevant, like the physics. You're kind of like, what? Like, why do I have to take that? But, you know, there's, like, you know, you're going to want to know how, you know, sound waves act and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, it might not all be related, but at least one part of that course will be relatable to your degree program. And also keep in mind that Full Sail University, with the way that they do their degree programs, they have to include some classes just to keep their accreditation as a university. So they can't just have you take a microphone class and then that be it. You know what I'm saying? They have to have some math and science classes in there to keep the school accredited as a university. So that's the deal with that. And if you want to know what specifically was done in behavioral science or college math or any of the classes in like that, I've got the playlist set up now in order. So if you really want to know like what's up with behavioral science, then go ahead and check out month number 2 in the playlist. Month 1 was Introduction to Media Arts. That was when I took it online. Month number 2 was Behavioral Science, which was when I came here on campus. Month number 3, I was on campus, obviously, and I had one campus class and one online class. The campus class being college math and online being computer science and internet. So, yeah, if you want to know what was specifically done in Introduction to Media Arts, check out month number 1. If you want to know what was specifically done in behavioral science, check out month number 2. And so on and so on for month number 3. And now we're in month 4, for my month number 4. So that's what I'll say about that, because I don't want to dig stuff that I've already covered in detail. I'm telling you, like, I've got videos for almost every day. You just have to go back and check out that month. And I know I kind of made a mistake in my original planning with the video series and not putting what class was during that month. So I will try and make sure I start to clear that up in the video descriptions, because I can't do it for the video titles. I've already got that set a certain way. So I'll start doing that in the descriptions, and I should have done it before, but it really hadn't come up until now. So yeah, if you're interested in the specifics of a certain class that I've already done, go ahead and check out the playlist. I've got it taken care of now. My playlist used to be crap. I used to not even have one, but now I do, so no worries. So that's what's up with that. For now, I've been comfortable with around 11-12 minutes. So go ahead and call the video a wrap. Like I said, this month's videos, we're going to have lots of them. There's going to be 20 of them, I do believe. Maybe a little bit more than that. But they're going to be a little bit shorter unless I get stuff during the day, like last Thursday for the Hard Rock thing. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or anything like that, if they're about classes that I've already taken, like I said, check out the playlist. But if not, there's questions about this month or anything like that, or in the future, or just whatever, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And so yeah, I will see you tomorrow with month 4, day number 7. Yeah, it should be a good one.